welcome to Forbes Creators Upfront here in Los Angeles. How are you?
Good afternoon. Nice
Absolutely.
to meet you. Love the fit.
This is what we do. Welcome to Power 97.5 LA, iHeartRadio, iGlobal Media, all of the things. I was excited to bring you on because, one, he has an amazing sneaker collection, so I just want to start there. But two, I think that you've been able to create footprints, right? The Jamir Smith Show, I curated in 2020 to provide platforms for people to kind of tell their stories as we were in moments of silence and quiet, and we all had a story to tell. For you, I want to start with this, right? As we are ending the year, which is interesting to say, we're almost in November.
Yep.
How has this year been for you so far?
Ooh, man. Busy.
Yeah.
Busy. But I'd say this year has been more balanced than like the last 2 years before this. Because coming off of Love is Blind, it's like, that first year is like, hey, I wake up, hey, can you go to LA for this event?
Right.
Hey, can you do this content? Hey, can you do this? Hey, Brett, you should be doing more.
Right.
Hey, Brett, hey, Brett, you should be doing that. So it was like the first year was
Like you're very busy.
yeah, I'm like, guys, I'm new to this.
You're like, oh, please.
Yeah,
give me a
give me
moment.
some time to get. So like the first year was like a lot of learning. The second year was kind of a little more balanced, but like I feel like this year, like I've got like the right amount of balance between like managing my professional career, all this stuff on the outside. Done some nice trips. We went to Japan earlier this year. Shout out to Alaska Airlines. That was
Listen, you shout out to I had a great time on there. Yeah.
Hey, see?
Good little plug if y'all want to give us some money. Yeah, here for it. Yeah. For you work closely with creators, right? We're in a beautiful creative summit right now. You work with people who kind of redefine influence. What makes a collaboration feel authentic versus transactional?
I'd say just making sure that if you were to think about like all the content that you do, like if you're an individual and you're deciding whether, I don't know if it's whether you're going to collaborate with an influencer or if you're working with a brand, if you think about all the type of content that you do, does whatever this new thing that you're about to do, like would it fit in here or would it look like a
alignment,
like a one-off? Yeah. Like if I'm doing all this fashion lifestyle and then I'm on a mountain hiking, like does that fit?
Right.
So I think, the word authentic has been thrown around here a lot, but I think it has weight, is making sure that whatever you do aligns with who you are. Because at the end of the day, I think that there's the short game,
correct,
which is, oh, you want to pay me now? Why would I say no? Let's do it.
Exactly.
But then there's the long game of like over time, and like people pay more attention.
They do
to things that you probably know. I've met people that they're like, yo, I've seen your growth, I've seen you doing this. I'm like, really?
The people are watching. They really are. You don't even know.
And you really don't. And we can get caught up on likes, views, engagement, and in my personal, professional experience and in this space as well, yes, those numbers matter, but it is not the actual end-all be-all of who is seeing your content. Somebody can be following you and never like it.
That's it. Yeah.
And that person could change your life.
And that's the thing that I've realized. I was able to attend Forbes Black in Atlanta a few weeks ago, and now here in LA at Forbes Creator Upfront. And I realized everyone has been saying the same thing: community, right? For you, when you began kind of shaping partnerships, what are the early signs that both sides truly align on value and voice?
When you give feedback, or like there's some times where I've been in a position where I do something and the brand doesn't like it. There was a lady earlier who talked about this, and like one of her like biggest reels, just like 40 million, which is just ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Was originally something that the brand didn't like.
Wow.
So So I think seeing how receptive is whoever you're partnering with, how receptive are they to what you say? If I say, here's the brief, I gave you the brief, here's what I'm thinking I'm doing. If they just say, oh no, that's good, no, thank you, but you should do X, Y, and Z, red flag.
Yeah, you're not staying authentic.
If they say, hey, that's great, we hadn't thought about that, we trust you to do that. And I've been in corporate forever, so I'm used to talking through things with other people. So I'm not used to transaction.
At all. Yeah.
And I don't like the transaction.
I don't like the transaction either. Because it doesn't seem, I know authentic is a word that we're not supposed to use during this summit, but I mean, I think the reality is that it's true, right? You want to find brands and people and situations that there is some type of alignment. But also, how are brands kind of shifting their approach to working with creators post-pandemic, right? I think that 2020 was a very creative, colorful year for all of us, right? But I think also we saw more brands moving closely into digital kind of during the pandemic. What lessons have kind of stuck since then?
I mean, I really wasn't in the creation space very much until 2022.
Wow. Okay.
So that was mid-pandemic.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm not an OG.
Pandemic.
Yeah, I met an artist that was here yesterday, and he was like, he's been sharing his art since 2010.
Oh, wow.
I was like, oh, so you
he'd been here.
you were really OG
Yeah.
from beginnings of
Exactly.
and things like that. But even though I haven't been in the creation space for that amount of time, what I have seen is obviously brands putting a lot more emphasis on working with creators and using creators in addition to the traditional outlets, big production commercials, which I think should always have a place.
Yeah.
But like that's not
Creatures
you know,
that seem a little bit more humanized.
it's a way to humanize, I think, the brand and to have a more natural way as opposed to like,
What are some of the most innovative creator brand campaigns you've been a part of, and kind of what made them successful? I like that.
It's innovative.
Yeah,
Innovative.
that's the word.
Is a key question. I don't know. I mean, innovative, like I work at Nike. So like, when I hear innovative, I think like people in a room literally thinking of like, how can we literally break the rules of everything that we know? So I don't know if I'm in a part of something that I would say like that's been
Well, I think so. How about this then? Can you think of a campaign that you kind of took a risk creatively, right? Something that was just super unconventional, that it just kind of truly resonated with who you are as a person.
I would say I was an ambassador with Hilton for a couple of years, and there was a reel that I did where it was like at the root, like I love to do photos, I love to shoot more than videos.
I was looking at your Instagram. I heard it has more photos of like everyone else.
Yeah. So, but everybody would keep asking me to do videos.
Okay.
And I'm like, yeah, but like, I actually just would love to just go to a property and just shoot pictures, but in video. So I had said, hey, I'm gonna give you a video.
Okay.
But when I shoot it, I'm gonna shoot it at like 3 frames per second. So the videos are gonna look like snapshots.
Yeah.
So it's a video, but it's like photos in motion. And like thankfully they were receptive to it. The reel did well. But like it's also this kind of risk of like, I like it.
Yeah, I think I like it.
Does that mean I don't like it? And then the audience be like, oh, what is this? What you doing? You know?
But it was, listen, the thing is, it was received well, right? But then also, to your point, it was in alignment of who you are as a photographer, right? Because again, to your point, you like to do these sequences of photos that really do have blueprints and footprints of things that are beautiful, right? How can creators better position themselves to attract, as we talked about, long-term partnerships rather than like that one-off deal? Because a lot of people have been talking about that here at the summit. You know, to your point and a lot of other creators' points, we get excited when we get that first brand deal. They're like, oh my gosh, here's this, and then you're stuck into this deal versus the long-term and the legacy of that, right? So how can we better position that?
You know, I'm a firm believer in whether it's content creation or whatever, like do what you love and what you enjoy doing. So I think if you want to, let's say if you're into fashion don't fit today. But like I think if you're in fashion, you say that like I want to build a long-term relationship with a fashion brand. Like, all right, then even if you dress well every day, well, like post more about your fashion.
Exactly.
Like just be consistent about what you're doing. If the goal is to be seen as that, sometimes it's easier said than done,
Right?
Because maybe your content before wasn't exactly what you wanted it to be. Or maybe you feel like you haven't pigeonholed because you paid partnerships.
Yeah.
So then you feel like you want to pivot, but it's like, but people don't know me for that.
Right.
And I think that's one thing that I've kind of dealt with coming off of TV is people know me as like my love story, not for who I am as a creator.
Yeah.
So for me, doing anything like creative, which it shouldn't, but it is. It feels like a pivot.
It does feel like a pivot.
Because my audience doesn't know me for that.
Exactly.
Whereas some creators, and I think I'm a little envious of them because of it, is that they're able to like
go right to them.
If I loved home building, well, I've only been posting home building for years. And look at my audience has grown to millions because of home building. What you're doing, what you love, the audience
what they know you
resonating for. You keep doing it. So.
You just got off the stage, which was amazing, right? You had a really good conversation. It was quick, but I was able to kind of connect with some people that are here this summit. They were like, oh my God, I wanted to ask them a question. So the first question comes from Tiffany, who is here at the summit, and she says, how has the rise of short form video, like Reels and TikTok, changed how partnerships are structured or measured? And if not, she has another question.
I mean, nothing wrong with working with brands, but I would say, I don't think I've been asked to do anything that's over a minute.
Right?
That's for sure.
Yeah.
30 seconds.
Well, one of the speakers was saying that she enjoyed doing these long videos, right? And I think now to you and I point, everyone's attention span is so short.
It's so
right?
short.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had something that asked me for anything. It's usually 30 seconds to a minute. And sometimes with that, it's like the brief. It's like this and there's all these things. Like, you want me to cover all of this?
And just short amount of time.
Like 30 seconds, I'm like, how do I make that not sound like you're reading a script?
Correct.
So I think with short form, one of the benefits of it is that yes, people who have a short attention span can pick it up. But from the brand side, like, you have to be very aware. Like, you can't say here's a 5-page document of every single thing you want to tell us about our new product and do it in 30 seconds.
Exactly.
Like, right, pick two.
You're like, pick two, y'all. Come on.
Pick two, and I'll make it around that. Feel organic. Trust me. Pay me for another reel, and I'll do the other two.
Nicole says, how do you help creators preserve their authenticity when brand goals come into play? And I think that kind of aligns with our previous question as well.
Kind of what I was saying earlier. I think just picking up on how receptive are they about working with you. And unfortunately, I think sometimes you don't really find that out until after you sign the deal and you actually start working. And you're halfway in, it's like, I sent a reel, they keep telling me to change it.
Like, Jesus, come on.
And I'm like, no, this is good. Like, I had one of my first deals was with the brand, and my second post with them, they wanted me to they had a product, and I said, hey, I'm going to do like a BTS photo shoot of like a product. And I did a reel, I sent it in, and like afterwards I was like, I really don't like that. So I reshot it the next day, I redid the whole thing. They didn't ask me to.
But you did it on your own as creators.
I really care about quality. I really care about how I look. So I redid it, and then by the time I was done, they had already gave me feedback on the first one. They said, oh, thank you for sending the second one, but we actually like the first one. I was like, I really don't like it. This is why. Oh, thank you, but you're on the brand side.
We like the first one.
But
about that first video.
I went back and forth probably like 4 times, and I was not going to get around because, and I posted mine. It did well. But
the first and the second one.
The second one. Like I said, I wasn't going to just.
Listen, I'm not posting that first one.
I'm not posting it. And I think that's the unique thing about being in the creator space is Unlike if I'm hired to work with a brand and I'm doing something that's going on their channels. Okay, if you want to pick one, like, okay, cool, this is going on your channels. I'm just in.
Yeah.
But when you're working with an individual and you're paying them to post it on their page,
That's saying to the people in the back.
Why you gonna tell me that you like this one? This going on 5 page.
As we get ready to wrap our show, you know, and I'm glad you chose option number 2. You know, you've seen creators go from passion projects to global partnerships. In your view, what defines legacy for a modern creator?
I think, like you said, like people going from passion projects to full time. I think at the root of it, if you think of any major marketing campaign, if you think about any movement, if you think about any form of entertainment, the through line I think of everything is like the story, the storyteller. Longevity, if you think about a creator who is making organic passion content and they've been able to be successful, you know what? That's a story. That's a story. And people will always be able to remember the journey and hearing that. But if it's just like, I started making videos and then I did this and I did that and like there's no connection point and it's like, all right, cool, like you're making money, like congratulations, but there's no story behind it. So I think just the passion, I think is very good.
In 2020, when I created this show, the Jamir Smith Show, I understood that we were all living in a time where we were just trying to figure out what does our next move look like, what does our voice sound like. For you, with all the things that you have done, all the things that you are going to do, what is your legacy and what do you want it to be?
Oh, that's a deep question.
Yeah.
That's a deep question. I would say I would want my legacy to be of like someone who has like unapologetically like been driven by like what they are passionate about. And as a byproduct of that, also been able to be successful at that and doing what you love. Like in the short term, like, you know, I don't like to use the word selling out, but like never selling out. Like if somebody followed me 5 years ago and somebody follows me today,
They still see.
it's the same person.
It's just a trajectory of
It's
the
the,
story.
it's the same person. Maybe doing more. You know, I wasn't in Forbes 5 years ago.
You in Forbes now?
Yeah.
How about that?
But like, you should be able to see, you know what, this is the same person. And I followed this person from here, and it happens today. Like even before getting on the show, people that followed my professional career, getting into tonight, and people like, yo man, I've been following you since this, and I'm like, really?
I told you, like we said earlier, you never know who's following
You
you.
never know who's watching.
Brett Brown, we are following you, and I appreciate you. Brett Brown!
Thank you.
I love you. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. And as we always say on Power 97.5 LA, Power B 97.5 Vegas, iGlobal Media, and iHeartRadio, stay positive, but stay creative until next time. Thank you for tuning in.